से सुनिश्चित करता है और तत्पश्चात कोर स्टेज के प्रज्वलन का कमांड देगा।
ALSC Roger.
These servers activated. MC confirms data from SHAR-1 and SHAR-2.
Automatic launch sequence initiated for GSLV F12 launch.
ALS in auto mode.
आप सभी दर्शकों के लिए अब प्रस्तुत है इस लॉन्च व्हीकल GSLV Mark II GSLV F12 का संक्षिप्त इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो।
-15 minutes.
प्रथम चरण जो कि ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, इसका यह नोजल एंड सेगमेंट कोर बेस श्राउड के साथ यहाँ SVAB सेकेंडरी व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग पर लाया गया है। तत्पश्चात ऊपर की ओर मिडिल सेगमेंट बहुत ही सावधानी पूर्वक, सतर्कता पूर्वक, धैर्य पूर्वक ये कार्य किया जाता है। इसमें कोई भी त्रुटि की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं होती है। कोर स्टेज में 3 मिडिल सेगमेंट्स होते हैं तथा अंत में ऊपर की ओर यह हेड एंड सेगमेंट लगाया जा रहा है। यह पूरा कार्य SSAB बिल्डिंग पर किया जा रहा है। अब ये देख रहे हैं आप इग्नाइटर। यह इंटर स्टेज है जिसे अब समायोजित कर दिया गया है प्रथम चरण पर। अब आप देख रहे हैं यह L40 स्टेज है जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है। इसमें विकास इंजन लगा हुआ है। UH-25 तथा N2O4 पर आधारित यह चरण। ऐसे 4 स्ट्रैप-ऑन बूस्टर्स कोर बूस्टर S139 के साथ में संलग्न किए जा रहे हैं। अब यह प्रथम चरण पूर्णतः तैयार हो चुका है तथा इसे SSAB बिल्डिंग से निकालकर VAB तक लाया गया।
The second stage, GL40HT, having prepared in a separate facility, is being moved to the vehicle assembly building for integration about the first stage. That is the cryogenic upper stage, entering into the vehicle assembly building, carefully being tilted and being integrated above the second stage. The equipment bay for the compatibility checks, and there are the visuals from the clean room for the satellite preparation.
-12 minutes.
This is the concept of encapsulated assembly, where the satellite is being ensconced into the heat shield house into the clean room facility, which is a separate facility, and then as an integral unit it will be moved to the vehicle assembly building and then integrated to the launch vehicle.
Completed.
This is a 4-meter diameter ogive payload fairing, and this is the second time a similar payload fairing and a similar design is going to fly.
उपग्रह को ऊष्मा कवच के अंदर सुरक्षित कर दिया गया है और अब पूर्णतः तैयार GSLV F12 को व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग से उम्बिलिकल टावर लाया जा रहा है।
The second launch pad is based on the concept of integrate, transfer, launch.
जी हाँ, यह नज़ारा GSLV F12 का है जो कि पूर्णतः तैयार है अपने मिशन को पूरा करने के लिए। यह द्वितीय प्रमोचन मंच है।
Completed and level correction commenced.
Views from the Mission Control Center on your screens now.
ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस जारी है तथा अंतिम जांच के पश्चात प्रज्वलन का कमांड इशू किया जाएगा। अब हम प्रज्वलन से 10 मिनट 13 सेकंड की दूरी पर हैं।
-10 minutes.
Health of cryohydraulic system is normal and cyclic charging is in progress.
DS2 redundant chain actuation in
अभी
progress.
आपने इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो देखा, हम उसको और थोड़ा वर्णन करते हैं। GSLV F12 एक त्रिचरणीय यान है। प्रथम चरण में ठोस नोदक वाला S139 बूस्टर के साथ 4 L40 जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित स्ट्रेपॉन्स हैं, वह संयुक्त रूप से GSLV के प्रथम चरण कहलाते हैं। कोर बूस्टर लगभग 4800 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न करता है, वहीं 4 L40 स्ट्रेपॉन बूस्टर्स विकास इंजन के साथ 2720 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न करते हैं। L40 के विकास इंजन में इलेक्ट्रोडायनामिक एक्चुएटर्स लगे होते हैं जिससे यान को पिच, याव तथा रोल नियंत्रण प्रदान किया जाता है। द्वितीय चरण में फिर से तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है।
DS2 prime chain actuation in progress.
UH-25 तथा N2O4 ईंधन के रूप में इस्तेमाल किए जाते हैं। यह दाब भारित उच्च प्रणोद वाले विकास इंजन लगभग 846 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न करते हैं। इसमें भी इंजन जिम्बल के लिए इलेक्ट्रोडायनामिक एक्चुएटर्स लगे हुए हैं। इस चरण को GL40HT भी कहा जाता है क्योंकि इसमें हाई थ्रस्ट विकास इंजन्स लगे हुए हैं। इस चरण का प्रज्वलन काल 141 सेकंड का होता है। ऊपर की ओर चलते हुए तृतीय चरण जो कि क्रायो इंजन से संयुक्त
DS2
है।
prime chain actuation completed. All actuations are completed.
क्रायो इंजन पूर्णतः स्वदेशी क्रायो इंजन लिक्विड प्रोपल्शन सिस्टम सेंटर द्वारा VSSC तथा IPRC के सहयोग से विकसित किया गया है। वर्तमान में
-8 minutes.
GSLV में क्रायो इंजन के उन्नत वर्जन C15 का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है। इस चरण में लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन तथा लिक्विड हाइड्रोजन का ईंधन के रूप में इस्तेमाल होता है और इसमें कुल 74 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है। इस चरण का कार्यकाल लगभग 841 सेकंड का होता है। यही वह अंतिम चरण है जो उपग्रह को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर ले जाता है तथा अंतक्षेपित करता है। बहुत से गणमान्य व्यक्ति यहाँ उपस्थित हैं।
On your TV screens, the dignitaries getting ready for witnessing the launch event of GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission. Ahead of the launch, let me inform the viewers the flight events that are going to take place during the mission. The total duration of mission is about 18 minutes. The L40 ignition takes place 4.8 seconds ahead of T0. After ascertaining the health of L40 strap-on engines, the ignition of core S139 motor takes place. The S139 stage, based on HTPB-based solid propellant, burns for 110 seconds and burns out at an altitude of 41 kilometers. In the meantime, the rocket gains a relative velocity
Vehicle on internal power.
of 1.5 kilometers per second. The four strap-ons, called the L40, operating on Earth-storable
-6
liquid
minutes.
propellant-based Vikas engine, burn for about 150 seconds. The ignition of second stage, called the GS2, takes place soon
External
after the
power
shut-off
withdrawn.
of L40s.
H tank level
The
correction
separation of
completed.
GS1 takes place 2 seconds after the ignition of GS2. This is called hot
Light
separation,
coefficient loading started.
in which the upper stage exhaust imparts thrust over the spent lower stage to ensure impact-free separation event. By now, the rocket will be at 75 kilometers altitude. The closed-loop guidance is initiated,
coefficient loading
indicating
completed.
that the rocket no longer needs to steer itself for a better journey through the atmosphere. 237 seconds past the launch time, the heat shield separation takes place when the rocket is at an altitude of 115
Minus 5
kilometers.
minutes.
By the time the second
Activity
stage completes its
558,
operation of
final charging
142
of
seconds,
hydraulic system
the
and
rocket
batteries
gains a
commenced.
relative velocity of 4.7
Confirms data
kilometers
from
per
all
second.
radars.
The second stage, GS2, is separated few seconds later. Cryogenic upper stage, CUS-15, is the third stage based on liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen stored at cryogenic temperatures as propellants. This stage operates for 13.5 minutes and increases the relative velocity of the rocket from 4.7 kilometers per second to 9.7 kilometers per second.
Tank is under progress.
The satellite NVS-1 is injected at an altitude of 251.5 kilometers with a relative velocity of 9.7 kilometers per second. Let me remind the viewers that the geosynchronous transfer orbit of NVS-1 has a
Minus 4
perigee
minutes.
of 170 kilometers, which is how far the satellite will be at a point nearest to the Earth, and apogee, or the farthest point from Earth, of 36,744 kilometers nominally. Thrust burns of the satellite will then take it to the geostationary orbit.
Pyro and wall battery on. Onboard
अब
computer
हम
in
प्रमोचन
flight
के
mode.
पास आ चुके हैं. अब प्रमोचन 3 मिनट 24 सेकंड की दूरी पर है. इस मिशन के मुख्य उपग्रह NVS-1, जिसका कुल भार 2232 kg है, और इस श्रेणी में यह L5 तथा S बैंड के
Minus
अलावा
3
L1
minutes.
फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड का उपयोग अतिरिक्त सेवाएं प्रदान करने के लिए कर रहा है.
Final charging of cryogenic system is completed.
इस उपग्रह में
Cryom system
सबसे
is normal.
महत्वपूर्ण पेलोड है रुबिडियम परमाणविक आवृत्ति मानक घड़ी. परमाणविक घड़ी एक स्थिर आवृत्ति मानक प्रदान करता है जो कि सभी नेविगेशन पेलोड के लिए एक निर्देश का काम करेगा. NVS-1 उपग्रह यह प्रयोग कर अपनी परिशुद्ध नौवहन सुविधाएं को उन्नत बनाते हुए भारत के विकास के लिए समर्पित है.
We are about 2.5 minutes from the launch time. The network of ISRO telemetry tracking and command network stations view the launch vehicle along its trajectory. The trajectory parameters and separation events are ascertained through these stations. For the present mission, Shah, Port Blair, Brunei and Beak stations are participating.
Minus 2 minutes.
सभी दर्शक दीर्घा बड़ी बेसब्री से इंतजार करते हुए प्रमोचन का. मौसम प्रमोचन के लिए पूरी तरह अनुकूल है.
Bright sunny morning here at Sriharikota.
सर्वप्रथम हम देखेंगे T-4.8 सेकेंड्स पर चारों L40 इंजिन्स का इग्निशन. तत्पश्चात T0 पर कोर बूस्टर का प्रज्वलन होगा और उसके बाद यान का उत्थापन.
There's a little over 1 minute from the launch.
O tank ready.
Minus 1 minute.
All subs arm.
Minus 55 seconds.
L40 VHPP opened.
Minus 50 seconds.
Throttle ready.
All sequencers arm.
Minus 45 seconds.
Tank ready. Cryostage ready.
Minus 40 seconds.
DS2
40
VHPP
seconds to go.
opened.
Stand by for the
Yes, ready.
launch.
Minus 35 seconds. Minus 30 seconds.
L40
Real-time
VHPP
programs
opened.
activated. Minus 25 seconds.
DS2 VSPP opened.
Minus 20 seconds. Minus 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Lift off normal.
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन GSLV F12 का
P3 tracking. P2 tracking.
चारों L40s तथा कोर बूस्टर S139 अपना सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए उद्देश्य कक्षा की ओर अग्रसर।
Performance normal.
Nominal launch of the GSLV F12 mission. The rocket flying by spewing fire into the clear sky of Sriharikota. GS1 and L40s together thrusting currently. The Shah ground station is currently tracking.
Shar 1 main auto.
Plus
Shar
1
2
minute.
is in main auto.
वर्तमान में प्रथम चरण प्रज्वलित है। इसका कार्यकाल लगभग 110 सेकंड का होगा। इसमें 4800 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है।
P2 change over to SCBT2.
The core 139 motor will continue to burn for 110 seconds while the L40s continue to the burn
First
for a
stage
total of
performance
150
normal.
seconds. Thrust developed by the GS1 S139 motor is 4815 kilonewtons, while each of the L40s develops 762.5
139
kilonewtons.
stage ban out.
प्रथम चरण को कट ऑफ कर दिया गया है।
Plus 2 minutes.
L40 अभी भी प्रज्वलित हैं।
This is a confirmation for the S139 burnout. L40s still developing thrust.
कुछ ही क्षणों में हम देखेंगे द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन तथा प्रथम चरण का पृथक्कन।
Current altitude is 67 kilometers.
40 stages thrust cut off. Stage separated. Second stage ignited.
जी हाँ, द्वितीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है जैसा निर्धारित था और प्रथम चरण को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है।
The second stage has ignited and the first stage has been separated from the ongoing launch vehicle. Currently, Shah station is tracking.
Plus 3 minutes.
जी हाँ, यान पूर्णतः निर्धारित
Second
पथ
stage
को
performance
अनुकरण करता
normal.
हुआ जा रहा है और द्वितीय चरण भी सामान्य निष्पादन कर रहा है। इस चरण का कुल कार्यकाल लगभग 140 सेकंड का होगा। इस दौरान यह 846 किलोन्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर यान को करीब 130 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई तक ले जाएगा।
High thrust Vikas engine developing a nominal vacuum thrust of 846 kilonewtons. Vikas engine is a pump-fed engine
Second stage performance normal.
of UH25 as fuel and N2O4 as oxidizer.
Plus 4 minutes.
Payload fairing separated.
चूंकि यान घने वातावरण से बाहर जा चुका है, इसलिए ऊष्मा कवच की आवश्यकता नहीं रह गई है और इसलिए इसे यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है.
Two major flight events have taken place in recent past. The initiation of closed loop guidance and the separation of payload
Second stage
fairing.
performance normal.
Currently the vehicle is going as per the predicted trajectory. Shar and Port Blair stations currently
Stage is
tracking.
authorized.
द्वितीय चरण सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए यान को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर ले जाता हुआ.
Second stage thrust cutoff. Second stage
Plus
separate.
5 minutes.
Thrust ignition is commanded.
द्वितीय चरण को कट ऑफ के बाद में यान से पृथक कर दिया
Ignition
गया
is
है
confirmed.
और अंतिम चरण क्रायो अपर स्टेज का प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है.
The cryogenic upper stage has commenced its operation. The nominal burn duration for cryo stage is more than 13 minutes. Nominal thrust of the cryogenic upper stage
stage
is
performance
73.97 kilonewtons, while the operated thrust is 83.34 kilonewtons. The cryogenic propellants have a specific impulse of 453.5 seconds.
तृतीय चरण जिसे हम क्रायो अपर स्टेज के नाम से जानते हैं, यह बहुत ही जटिल इंजन होता है, इसलिए यहाँ काफी तालियों के साथ गड़गड़ाहट हम सुन सकते हैं जब तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू हुआ. कोई भी त्रुटि की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं होती है अंतरिक्ष मिशन में. जैसा कि आपको बताया गया, यह मिशन पूर्वी दिशा का मिशन है, इसलिए हमारे ग्राउंड
Cryo
स्टेशन
stage performance
शार
normal.
तथा पोर्ट ब्लेयर स्थित भू स्टेशन इसे ट्रैक कर रहे हैं. तृतीय चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य और यान अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ता हुआ जा रहा है. अब हम प्रमोचन से 405 सेकंड की दूरी पर आ चुके हैं. ऊंचाई 145 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड.
Plus 7 minutes.
We are more than 400 seconds past the launch time. Current altitude of the launch vehicle is 146 kilometers and the relative velocity 5.14 kilometers per second. Let me describe to the viewers in the meantime the description of the satellite taking ride in this mission. Navigation services using Indian constellation of satellites provides accurate real-time positioning and timing services over India
Cryo stage performance
and
normal.
1500 kilometers around India. The Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System IRNSS goes by an operational name Navik. The launch of IRNSS 1A took place in July 2013, and with the launch of IRNSS 1I in April 2018, the constellation of
Plus
Navik
8 minutes.
with first generation of satellites, that is 3 in geostationary and 4 in geosynchronous orbit, was complete. The present satellite NVS-1 is the first in the second generation navigation satellite series, which will ensure continuity of legacy Navik services. The satellite has navigation and ranging payloads. The navigation payload operates in L1, L5 and S bands and employs a tri-band antenna. The heart of the navigation payload is the rubidium atomic frequency
Cryo
standard
stage performance
RAFS,
normal.
the atomic clock which acts as a stable frequency reference for the navigation payload. This clock is indigenously developed by the Space Application Center of
Plus 9
ISRO at
minutes.
Ahmedabad. The RAFS is one thing that distinguishes second generation of navigation satellites from the first. The other noteworthy feature is the inclusion of an L1 navigation band, which is popular for providing PNT, that is precision, navigation and timing services for users and for interoperability with other GNSS signals. The ranging payload consists of C/C transponder used for two-way CDMA ranging to facilitate precise orbit determination. NAVIC is significant for India in the application of navigation in terrestrial, aerial and maritime areas, geodetic surveying, fleet management and marine fisheries. Apart from these, NAVIC is useful in providing location-based services in mobile devices.
Plus
Timing
10 minutes.
services are provided to the agencies for which accurate time is of utmost importance, like financial institutions, power grids and such. The other applications include
Cryo stage
Internet of Things,
performance normal.
strategic and emergency services.
तृतीय चरण क्रायोजेनिक इंजन के सभी तंत्र सामान्य रूप से कार्य कर रहे हैं। इस चरण का कुल कार्यकाल लगभग 840 सेकंड का होगा। यह वह अंतिम चरण है जो उपग्रह को उचित कक्षा में पहुंचाकर अंतःक्षेपित करेगा। इस दौरान आपको इस उपग्रह से जुड़ी कुछ जानकारियां उपलब्ध कराते हैं। देश के नौवहन
11
आवश्यकताओं
minutes.
को पूरा करने के लिए इसरो द्वारा नाविक नेविगेशन विद इंडियन कॉन्स्टलेशन की स्थापना की गई। नाविक को इंडियन रीजनल नेविगेशन सैटेलाइट सिस्टम IRNS के नाम से भी जाना जाता है। नाविक को 7 उपग्रहों के नक्षत्र के साथ डिजाइन किया गया है। इस नक्षत्र के 3 उपग्रह भूस्थैतिक कक्षा में रहते हैं तथा अन्य 4 उपग्रह भूमध्य रेखा से 29 डिग्री के झुकाव के साथ भूतुल्य काली कक्षा में रखे गए हैं। नाविक 2 सेवाएं प्रदान करता है, नागरिक उपयोगकर्ताओं के लिए तथा प्रतिबंधित सेवाओं के लिए। इन दोनों सेवाओं में L5 और S बैंड का उपयोग किया जाता है। नौवहन के कवरेज में भारत और उसके सीमाओं से लगे 1500 किलोमीटर के क्षेत्र में यह सुविधाएं प्रदान करने में सक्षम होगा। इसमें नौवहन सिग्नल 20 मीटर के विभेदन क्षमता और 50 नैनोसेकंड से अधिक की समय परिशुद्धता के लिए डिजाइन किया गया है। NVS-1 L1 बैंड पर अपनी अतिरिक्त सेवाएं प्रदान करने के लिए भी डिजाइन किया गया है। नाविक के अन्य अनुप्रयोगों में है भौमिक, आकाशीय तथा समुद्री
Cryo stage
नौवहन,
performance normal.
भूगणितीय सर्वेक्षण, आपातकालीन सेवाएं, मोबाइल की स्थिति आधारित सेवाएं, उपग्रहों का कक्षा निर्धारण, महत्वपूर्ण संस्थानों में सामयिक सेवाएं, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स और ऐसे अनेक युक्ति अनुप्रयोग शामिल हैं। तृतीय चरण पूरी तरह उद्दिष्ट पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ
Plus 13 minutes.
यह वह अंतिम चरण है जो यान को 251 किलोमीटर तक ले जाएगा तथा गति 9.75 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। यह गति NVS-1 उपग्रह को प्रदान करेगा जिससे वह उस कक्षा में
Cryo
अंतःक्षेपित
stage
होगा।
performance normal.
वर्तमान में यान की सापेक्ष गति 7.1 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड तथा ऊंचाई 133 किलोमीटर।
We have come 827 seconds past the launch time. The current relative velocity is 7.2 0.22 kilometers per second. The current altitude is 134 kilometers. The trajectory being followed by the launch vehicle is as per the prediction, very precise.
उपग्रह का पूर्ण परिशुद्धता से कक्षा में स्थापित किया जाना बहुत आवश्यक होता है। इससे उपग्रह की लाइफ भी बढ़ती है और सेवाएं उपलब्ध कराने में बहुत आसानी होती है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
For the present mission GSLV F12, the cryo stage is provided with active pressurization system for the propellant, which is an upgrade to enhance the reliability of the engine and stage. Presently, Port Blair and Brunei stations are tracking.
Plus 16 minutes.
क्रायो स्टेज व अंतिम चरण है GSLV F12 का, जो कि उपग्रह को उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में स्थापित करेगा। यह चरण LPSC द्वारा निर्मित किया गया है।
Cryo stage performance normal.
Plus 17 minutes.
कुछ ही क्षणों पश्चात तृतीय चरण को बंद कर दिया जाएगा तथा उचित कक्षा पहुंचते ही उपग्रह को प्रमुचित किया जाएगा।
The current altitude is 189 kilometers. The cryo stage is still operating, and in the last few seconds of its operation,
अब कुछ ही क्षणों पश्चात हम देखेंगे क्रायो स्टेज का बंद होना तथा उपग्रह के अंतःक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त होते ही उपग्रह का अंतःक्षेपण।
Brunei and Bayak ground stations are currently tracking.
Cryo stage thrust cutoff. Sled injection condition is achieved.
क्रायो स्टेज को कट ऑफ कर दिया गया है तथा अंतःक्षेपण की स्थितियां प्राप्त की जा चुकी हैं। अब कुछ ही क्षणों में
NVS-1 satellite separated.
Satellite NVS-01 has been separated and placed into the
GSLV
intended
F12
orbit.
NVS-01 mission accomplished.
ये हम
Handing
ऑनबोर्ड
over to
कैमरा
mission
की मदद
director.
से देख पा रहे हैं NVS-1 को सफलतापूर्वक उद्दिष्ट कक्षा में अंतक्षेपित कर दिया गया है और इसके साथ ही यह मिशन सफल होता है.
The launch of GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission has been successful. The jubilant ambience in the Mission Control Center is a testimony to how much this success matters to ISRO. Many congratulations to all the teams of ISRO. We take leave from you. Do continue to be with us for the address by Secretary DOS, Chairman ISRO, Shri S. Somnath.
Giri and satellite director. Good morning, all of you. Congratulations for the excellent GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission outcome. I am very happy to announce the NVS-01 navigation satellite for the Navi constellation has been placed in the precise orbit by GSLV F12 vehicle. Congratulations to the entire team ISRO for making this mission happen. As all of you are aware, this mission of GSLV F12 is after the debacle that we had in F10 mission, where there was an issue in the cryogenic stage. The cryogenic engine ignition could not be accomplished. And I'm very happy that the corrections, the modifications in the cryogenic stage that we have done in this stage, as well as the lessons that we learned out of it to make our cryogenic stage more reliable, has really paid benefits. And we are seeing the success in our GSLV Mark III LVM3 mission with the C25 stage, as well as with the CUS stage with the required modifications done. So I want to specifically thank the entire failure analysis committee who went through this and made our life much better. And also for LPSC, Liquid Propulsion System Center, who worked hard to make sure the cryogenic stage is brought back to its high levels of reliability. Today, the NAVIC satellite NVS-01 is the second generation of navigation satellite with additional capabilities that we have already brought into this satellite constellation, where we make the signals more secure. We made more a civilian frequency band L1, and also introduced our atomic clock, which is designed and developed by Space Applications Center ISRO. And this is one of the 5 series of satellites in this new configuration that are to be launched. So I would like to thank all those people who worked to make this satellite as well and make this mission a really grand success. Now the satellite is in a geotransfer orbit. Now the satellite team will take over, and now we'll do the rest of the functions of circularizing it and placing it at the right place in the position where it is intended to be. So I wish all the very best to the satellite team for subsequent missions. So today we have with me the mission director, Sri Giri, who will speak to you, and also the satellite director, who will speak afterwards.
Good morning. Hearty congratulations to the entire ISRO team for the grand success of GSLV F12 NVS-01 mission. The GSLV F12 has injected the satellite in a very good orbit, 173 by 40,709 kilometers, which will give better life for satellite. See, this is the first successful flight of the GSLV with a 4-meter payload fairing. The earlier 4-meter fairings, we had anomalies, not because of PLF, but because of some other reasons in the other systems. Now, with the 4-meter PLF, GSLV has the capability to launch bigger payloads and provide them a better aerodynamic environment. We can now confidently launch NISR next year. See, last flight GSLV F12 anomaly was heartbreaking for all of us. But Chairman ISRO was always acting as a morale booster because of the constant encouragement and encouragement directors, the core team, along with the SDS, has recovered fully. And the cryo stage is modified with the FAC recommendations. I especially compliment IPRC, LPSC teams for bringing out the cryo stage with the support of BSSC and SDSC. I salute the SDS and SR teams spread across the various centers of ISRO who has put their heart and soul in the great work to bring back GSLV to success track. Now GSLV has become combined with other satellites with to have an operational launch vehicle for ISRO and has come back to the success. There has been excellent support from center directors for bringing back GSLV. I salute the excellent review by subsystem FRRs, FRLV, Apex, MRR, National Expert Committee, which helped in resolving issues and making the launch vehicle very robust. The industries in India have contributed immensely to the realization of this vehicle. I acknowledge the contribution by HAL, especially in realizing 4-meter OPLF on time. The GSLV core project has demonstrated excellent teamwork, perseverance and persistence because we were always slightly hampered by the earlier failures, but the team kept the morale and they took the excellent task of bringing back GSLV to success with the support from all SDS spread across various centers. The role played by Vehicle Director Tommy Joseph, who has been here in SHAR for many days and in realizing systems, is to be specially mentioned, and Associate Vehicle Director Sri Karthikeyan. Other important contributions were from Sri G.T. Jose and Sri A.V. Mercy. They require special mention. The NVS-1 satellite launched today is very special because it has the L1 band and they use indigenously developed atomic clock. My best wishes to the NVS-1 spacecraft team for the upcoming spacecraft operations, which will provide better navigation capability for India. Once again, my hearty compliments to the entire ISRO team, to the loving family members who supported the team members for achieving this success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Now the satellite director, Mr. Bhaskar.
Good morning to one and all. I do believe that Naughty Boy has been fully tamed. Respected Chairman, Directors, distinguished invitees, a very good morning. The launch of NVS-01 is an event which all of us in the navigation community have been looking forward to for quite some time because of two reasons. One is we have included the popular civilian band L1, and the inclusion of this band will make us interoperable with international operators. Second, and the most important reason is we have included our very own indigenous atomic clock developed by SAC Ahmedabad. A big kudos to all the teams from SAC payload team. Also wish to place on record thanks to Chairman ISRO for giving us an early launch despite a slew of flagship programs lined up. I would also like to thank Director URSA for his constant guidance and support, and to all my mentors and reviewers for making the realization of the satellite. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all my team members from various centers of ISRO who have made this possible today. and in a few days from now, we'll be making the satellite operational and we'll be putting the satellite in the desired position. And later on, we'll be getting the navigational information from this. In short, if the launcher has the will, satellite will show the way. Thank you.
So we will now request our center directors who have contributed immensely to this program to have a quick briefing on this. So we don't want to take long time. So I will start with Director SAC, Ahmedabad.
Good morning, everybody. At the outset, let me congratulate Team ISRO as well as Chairman ISRO and all the stakeholders in this mission. And as we celebrate 70 years of climbing of Everest, it was a field task for Team ISRO. It is like climbing Everest only. And once again, I compliment all my team members at Space Application Center for developing an excellent payload. And I hope that surely you are going to hear a lot about NAVIC in near future. Thank you.
Director of the Satellite Center, Mr. Shankaran.
Good morning. After a long time, a satellite going into geo orbit has been launched by us. Of course, last year we had the commercial launch for NCL, but our own satellite, it's quite some time we are having a launch. And today, on a hot summer day in Shar, where the temperature is more than 40, but you feel like 50, what more pleasure than having an operational satellite with GSLV, putting it in the precise orbit. What more pleasure do we all need? Thank you very much for the entire community for contributing to make this launch vehicle as well as satellite success. The satellite now has deployed its solar panels, gone through its venting sequence, and is ready to now take up the next operations to raise its orbit and go to the geostationary orbit at 5-degree inclination. So looking forward to operationalizing this satellite as part of the new NAVIC constellation. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Now the Director of the Liquid Propulsion System Center, Dr. Narayanan.
Good morning. Heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. It is a very proud moment for ISRO as well as the entire country that we have accomplished a very important mission, GSLV F12 NAVIC 01. And this vehicle has got more number of propulsion systems. In fact, 7 propulsion systems which has worked in a synchronized way and delivered the satellite in the required orbit. Very heartening to note that all the vehicle systems have performed extremely well. Coming to the cryo stage, after a setback, when we have come back with the necessary corrections and improvements, really the teams have done extremely well, exceptionally well, and today the performance reveals that cryo stage performance is as expected and as predicted. On this occasion, let me congratulate and compliment each and every team members, our family members, and the satellite team for realizing an excellent satellite. Thank you. Jai Hind.
The Director of the ISRO Propulsion Complex at Mahendragiri, Sri Asir Pakiraj.
Yeah. Congratulations, India. It's very heartening to note the success of the GSLV NVS-1 mission. At this point of time, let me place on record the appreciable efforts taken by the liquid propulsion community in bringing out the GS2, L40 and the CUS stages. I thank my IPRC family for a tireless work to bring these stages and showing the success of the GSLV vehicle once more. Thank you.
The Director of the ISRO Satellite Tracking Network, Mr. Ramakrishnan.